What's going on, guys? I'm here to kind of go over Tesla and see how our confirmation trading would have worked in today's price action and today's move today. So we have TSLA. It looked like it opened, fell down. This is the yellow line. Here's the open price line. So I like to mark that on my chart when it opens up. So that's the open price line there. Let's zoom in on that level. So we can see this level was pretty strong this morning, rejecting that level and coming off of there. Not a major level, but that is the open price line. I do like to take trades off of that, although this is especially where I like to get in, get green, get out, and get out of the way real quick because it can go one way or the other pretty fast. So mentioned in chat that we had, in our Discord, we had key levels to watch today were, let's see, 202.60 and 202 even. Mentioned if we fail that 202 level, then we're good to go. That's going to be a nice clean move, and sure enough, it was. So this candle here, again, I'll zoom in here, was the 1 minute candle that closed below this white line, this white dotted line, which is the previous week low. So now that we've toyed with this line a few times, this line is going to hold less weight for myself going forward. But today, we can see, being Monday, that it responded really well. So the previous week low, once we tested that and broke below, we can see it just started tumbling down to its new low of 198. So if you got in at 202, that was a nice $3-4 move within a few minutes. These are minute candles. So really nice move on TSLA. So again, key level here was 202.60. We can see here, once we first failed that level over here, and let me just zoom out a little bit. But once we failed this purple line or purple level that you can see there, this is a close below, close above setup. What I'd like to mention here over here was this is an anticipation trade. So I'm not taking these trades as much in the bearish market that we've been in and the sideways market we've been in. Been looking for a little bit higher quality setups. But with that said, we had a level at 202.60. And if I hover over this candle, and look at the low up here, when I hover over, we can see the low was 202.60 and our level was 202.60. So that's pretty cool. Now again, that's an anticipation trade. I'm not taking those as often right now. This is our open price line. So anyone who took that anticipation trade, you got yourself a nice scalp back up to that 205 level. So from 202 to 205, another $3 move there. Really clean $3 to $4 move. It's nice to see. So we tested that level down over here. This setup I like a little bit more personally. So this is the close below, close above setup. So we had this major level. We had a candle close below, signaling, hey, this is looking a little bearish. It wasn't a clean price action or clean close below. It was pretty close to our 202. Let's see the close of this candle. The close was, let's see, 202.49, and we had 202.60. So it only closed 11 cents below our level. So that I'd be a little weary getting in this one large size to the downside for puts. But it did close back above, which is a nice clean close above. And then from there, it then hit its target, the open price line again. So offer these scalps. This is a nice little move here. This, again, is anticipation. This is confirmation. So I like the confirmation trades a little bit more myself personally. Over here, we closed below, and this was a pretty definitive candle saying, hey, we're no longer holding this level. One thing that is worth noting about this is that our potential gains here was 202. We had a support level around that 202. And another thing worth noting is on the 1 minute chart on Tesla, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red candles until we got a little whiplash back. Now, we got back up above, we closed above. I'd be hesitant taking this trade, be hesitant taking this bullish candle
SOBR,
here.
SOBR, SOBR,
We are basically seeing a little bounce from this price action here. So this was so oversold on a smaller time frame that it's understandable that we get a little
SOBR,
SOBR,
SOBR.
Say you took this trade
SOBR,
SOBR, nice potential risk to reward ratio here. So just take that trade, get a scalp, get in, get green, get out.
SOBR.
Now over here, same thing. Closed below, right? We closed below with this red candle. Below our level, saying go short or buy puts, and sure enough, the scalp worked out. Now, we didn't get that full potential down to here yet, and we kind of toyed with this level, and at this point, it kind of failed as well. So it was kind of toying with this level, but again, I think a lot of that had to do with this price action coming down into this level, as well as this other level below as another support. So we kind of had a cluster of support here, right? So 202.60, 202, the close below 202.60, first definitive close here, did offer that scalp, so that was a nice clean price action move there.
SRTS,
Close above, did offer a scalp back there, but at this point we're getting a little tight. So I don't want to get in the habit of over trading in this consolidation. I really want to look for these definitive candles telling me which direction it wants to go. So over here we had 202 as a major level. That's this white line here. And we had a 1 minute candle that closed very bearish below that level. This is a great sign to go ahead and go short or buy puts. And sure enough, this trade worked out. Now, of course, there is no strategy that works 100% of the time, but confirmation trading here is very simple. We look for this definitive candle at one of our key levels to decide which direction we want to go with our directional calls and directional puts. So for me, this would be a clear signal to go ahead and go short and buy puts. And within 1 minute, we'd be in the green on our trade. From here, we get in at 201, and before you know it, you're at 200. So you're already up $1 on your contracts there, and before you know, it continues further, and you get yourself a really nice gain. So for me, I'm looking for this clean few candles here, and I'm just going to scale out. But if I'm looking to hold a lottery, I may get this whole move here. But as soon as we start to come back to flat or a red trade on that lottery, I'm just going to bail on the trade altogether. Now, when we came back up to this level, this here, if we notice, this candle came back up to that white level. And let me get rid of this for now so it's easier to see. So there we go, white line, right? Easy to see, and purple line there. So now at this point, now we're below, this is now acting as resistance. So I wouldn't take this trade, even though it's tempting to possibly either short or buy calls here. Being on the short side here, look to buy possibly a bounce off of here. But I'm not looking to predict or anticipate these moves. So I'm looking for more of a definitive move. And that's what we got over here. So over here, we had that nice bearish candle saying, hey, I'm going further south. And over here, we had a nice green bullish candle closing over our predetermined level. Of course, this would then be a target. So from 202 to 202.60, not a whole lot of risk to reward there, but that is where I'd look to scale out and then hold a lottery from there. As we can see, if you closed above, very next candle, you hit your target within the minute. And then before you know it, you're in the green on your trade, you're in the money, and you're good to go. So let's zoom out a little bit and see what happened the rest of the day. As we can see, we never did close below this purple level or this white level. So the fact that we got in at this white level here, and again, I'll zoom in on this area, the fact that you get in here at this definitive candle over a predetermined level, which was last week's low at 202, this was a nice entry. Now, of course, you could wait for our key level or minor level at 202.60, or even round up to the 203, and then you're good to go. Now, keep in mind that if you get into the 203, you're using an organic level, and so it's not exactly to the penny. So be careful when it closes below, not to get stopped out by market makers. But in this case, Tesla has continued to grind up. We hit a low of 198.59, bounced from that level, closed back above here. I believe this is the best entry, although, of course, anyone who caught this, awesome. I am working on some scanners that do depict the bottom of this chart, and hopefully we'll be able to implement them soon. But as for now, for me, confirmation, there is our confirmation there with that definitive candle, right? And we had our volume, and we closed above. And from there, we now look at this as our support, this as a major resistance, this is our scale point being the open price line. And as we can see, 211.27 is not far off from our current price now. Of course, this is, let's see, 2:52 p.m., so almost power hour here. So that's TSLA, multiple opportunities here. Now, of course, we did have opportunity at the start of day. So say you took this trade here, the close below this yellow line, which this yellow line is the open price line. Say you took that close below, this is, it's risky, but this is confirmation here as well. So once we took that, there's our scalp out green, there's a target, and there you go. Before you know it, you're making yourself a really nice trade. Come back up, never close back above, right? So offering that entry there for anyone who took that trade. And then multiple times we hit ourselves target. This is that close below, close above. So again, the first 15 minutes to half hour, even the first hour sometimes of trading can be pretty crazy with that higher volume. So look for those quick moves, get in, get green, get out. As we can see here, again, a very definitive candle here, a very definitive candle here. That's what I'm looking to trade. Another one here as well. That's what I'm looking for. So that's TSLA. Nice opportunity today using confirmation trading Close below our key levels, go short. Close above our key levels, go long. And as we can see, working out to be an extremely nice trade. If I look at our scanners here, I'll pull up one of our option scanners that we have that will soon be available in chat. Tesla here is 82% of its option volume today. So I think this is pretty low. So that's pretty low for today's option volume. And we have, let's see here, what can I find? Today's range. So today's range is $10. So that's a pretty nice range. If we look at this list here, this is the highest range that we have. Generally, Tesla is the highest on that list, as well as Netflix lately. But right now, Tesla is on the list right now. Pretty low volume overall for the option volume. Would like to see that a little bit higher. Same goes for SPY. If we look at SPY here and scroll over to the option percentage volume, we're at 87%. So would like to see that higher. But guys, that's Tesla, TSLA using confirmation. Again, we're looking for definitive candles. We're looking for a bullish or bearish candle to decide which way it wants to go. Keep in mind that yes, this was a confirmation. Yes, this was a target, but keep in mind this is following after 6 to 8 red candles here. So seeing this little choppiness action here did not surprise me much. And just reading the price action itself can really help you with that. Over here, we can see these little green arrows. That's the BB RSI indicator, indicating that it's becoming oversold on the RSI, right? So the RSI down there is becoming oversold. So maybe a little bounce from there was a possibility there. But anyway, close above, close below. Very simple confirmation strategy. Guys, I hope you guys had a great day. I will talk to you here soon. Thank you.